DRF race of the day for Saturday, May the 27th. Graded stakes action at Santa Anita. Race number 8 is the Grade 2 Triple Bend. Some good sprinters going 7/8 of a mile. $200,000 is the purse. We're kicking off Memorial Day weekend. Check out the Memorial Day weekend sales at shop.drf.com. Lots of discounts on your favorite DRF products. Now we'll throw up the entry card for the Grade 2 Triple Bend, and the horse to beat in here is Spirit of Machina, the number 6. This horse is 3 for 3 sprinting in his career. He won the San Carlos last time out, beating Forbidden Kingdom, who's also in this field, and it looks like there could be a similar pace situation as that San Carlos. We'll also throw up the time form U.S. pace projector, the 4 Forbidden Kingdom, expected to make the early lead, as he did in the San Carlos. There's the number 6, Spirit of Machina, sitting second, as he did in the San Carlos. An interesting horse cutting back in distance that could show a little bit of speed is the number 1 Midnight Mammoth, third on your time form U.S. pace projector, a horse that's shown speed in routes. It'll be interesting to see how he cuts back. We'll start things off with Midnight Mammoth's most recent race. He was third in the Grade 2 Californian, going 1 mile and 1/8. This horse has been a top-notch claim for trainer Craig DeLassy. Claim for $50,000 3 starts back. He won for the 80 tag 2 back, and in this race, the Grade 2 Californian, he showed good speed from the start. He held on to finish third behind some nice handicap horses. I usually like horses cutting back to this 7 furlong distance. I think the route racing gives them the stamina they need. This horse already has plenty of speed to sprint. He has the stamina to go 7/8 as well. The question is it going to be too sharp for him? He has not sprinted since 2021. The prior connections were very interested in keeping him a distance of ground. I think Midnight Mammoth is in the form of his career. I think he fits well with these horses from a buyer and class standpoint, and he might be one of the price plays in this race. The number 2 is Desmond Das. This horse is moving from turf to dirt, his second start off of a lengthy layoff. I think that last race, going 3/4 on the turf, was designed as a prep race to get him into the season. He's more of a Calbred type sprinter, but he's a pretty good one. He won the Thor's Echo back in 2022. He won the Bertrando going a 2-turn mile at Los Alamitos. The last time he raced on dirt was at Los Alamitos during the late summer. It was a 2-turn race. He faced a pretty good group. The runner-up came back to finish second in a couple of state-bred stakes with buyers of 96 and 94. I might want to take a wait-and-see approach, although he has done well going turf to dirt in the past. The 3 is Positivity. This is another solid Calbred, and he wintered in 2022 in Dubai, and he didn't do much, and maybe that just knocked him out for a while because he missed over a year of racing. He came back in his most recent race, the Grade 3 Kona Gold. It was a tough spot to return from a lengthy layoff, and he ran just fine, finishing third, beaten 5 lengths by Brickyard Ride, who's one of the top sprinters in Southern California. And the runner-up from this race would come back to win the Grade 3 Jacques Cartier at Woodbine over their synthetic surface with a 98 buyer. Positivity likely gained a good amount of fitness from this race, and he could step forward in his second start of the form cycle, a horse that has good tactical speed. Forbidden Kingdom is the expected pace setter, as he was in the San Carlos last time out. This is a horse that has a good amount of ability. I will admit, I've never been his biggest fan, but he has shown ability. He won the San Felipe as a 3-year-old. He just has had his share of nagging physical issues that have sort of kept him from a regular campaign. This will be his first start since the San Carlos. I just couldn't find an excuse for that race. He set an easy lead. Spirit of Machina ran right by him. Maybe if Spirit of Machina doesn't show up here and Forbidden Kingdom gets an easy lead, he can take them wire to wire. He has the talent to do it, but at the price he's likely going to be, I might want to seek others. The 5 is Howbeit, who is Spirit of Machina's uncoupled stablemate. This horse was claimed for $100,000 last time out, and right after that he's listed as a new gelding. He was 4th last time out in that optional claiming race. He's always been a pretty decent horse. He won the Grade 2 Santa Anita Sprint Championship last year at a solid 6-1. He likes this course. I think he's a little bit better as a late-running 6 furlong horse, but we'll see him at 7 here, and it'll be interesting to see if he gets the pace he needs to come running late under Hall of Famer Mike Smith. The 6 is Spirit of Machina. We're going to watch his most recent race. This is his stakes debut, the Grade 3 San Carlos, going 7/8 of a mile, and he sat right off of Forbidden Kingdom. He ran right by Forbidden Kingdom, and he kept on going to win with a 97 buyer speed figure, coming on the heels of a 98 in his seasonal debut. Now, this is a 5-year-old who's only started 4 times. He apparently has issues with quarter cracks and issues with his feet. He's been laid up since that last race. It's been about 2.5 months. But if he comes back and he runs the race he ran last time out, he's going to be very, very tough to beat. 8-5 on the morning line seems about right for for Spirit of Makina. The 7 is CZ Rocket. It's nice to see that this old-timer can still step a little bit. 9 years old, he competed in this year's Dubai Golden Shaheen, and in his first start back from the Middle East, he ran just fine. He was second to Dr. Scheibel, who is one of the better sprinters in the country. He's had his share of layoffs, but he came back strong to win that race. And what I liked about CZ Rocket is in his last few races, he's actually showed a little bit more tactical speed. He's been known as sort of a one-run closing entity the last couple of years. Maybe CZ Rocket has found his speed. With this outside post position, he can find a very good position shadowing Spirit of Makina. And when that horse pushes the button, maybe the veteran CZ Rocket has one more left in him. He's banked over $2 million in his career. Before we get to my top selection, please click the subscribe button on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel for the latest DRF videos. Top pick time for our Saturday race of the day, the Triple Bend. Have to admit, I think Spirit of Makina, if he continues to improve and if he continues to overcome his issues with his feet, he could become a pretty top sprinter in the country. I liked his race last time out. I think he's going to get a similar trip here. I'm not going to try to get clever. I'm going to go with him. I am interested to see what we get from the number 1 Midnight Mammoth turning back in distance. Best of luck.